Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another one. Another reaction on the one and only Mystelics Reacts channel. Big up on yourself for definitely being a part of these vibrations. Big up the masses for definitely tuning into these vibrations right there. And then, guys, and of course, don't forget to do what? Click the like button. Click it, brothers and sisters. Click the thumbs up button to help push these videos further and further there. And of course, you want to become a part of the Mystelics family. Wow, that was fast. Part of the Mystelics. Woo! Brilliant! Part of the Mystelics family right there, brothers and sisters. Definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification so of course you'll be notified and of course get the latest vibrations when I upload them and publish them and post them. You will definitely get notified in that regard right there. So of course definitely do so, guys, and of course hand clap goes to every single one of you guys. I saw a comment of somebody saying, Mystelics, your uniform doesn't change. Guys, this is just an overcoat. Actually I have a shirt under it right there. This is actually my main inside thing. It's winter time. For those of you who don't know, this is winter time, brothers and sisters. Actually, I have 3 coats right there, and of course, this is the main one that I use inside, and I have some others that I tend to use outside as well. They look familiar to this one. I also have an overcoat in that regard. Yeah, so guys, yeah, this is my main inside one that you would get to always see. It is cold, bro. It is cold. And apparently you might be saying, but Mystelics, wear your hands and stuff. But this thing has something inside of it that also keeps you warm. When it comes down to the cold, I know a number of you guys saw my WhatsApp videos and stuff. You guys say, but Mystelics, you don't feel cold and stuff. Well, this keeps me warm, but also I will know when it's cold when my hands getting numb. Okay, that's how I know when it's really cold. This is why I don't like New York. I'll never forget when I was in New York, guys, and I tell you, man, it was just a disaster. I was just doing an interview in New York City, man, and my hands just disappeared from me. Disappeared. Satan is alive. Yes, brothers and sisters. But anyways, yeah, so you get a point in that regard. I don't know, but my body is kind of weird in that regard. My foot and my hand, if it's not cold, I am A-OK. I can go anywhere in the world as long as my hands and my feet are okay. Anyways, brothers and sisters, that's beside the point. I just have to address that on a particular individual right there. Okay? So this is just an overcoat over something. Alright? Alright. Anyways, brothers and sisters, even if you're inside the house as well, sometimes it can be cold. And I've been in a number of places, like 5 or 6 places so far. Let me tell you something, everywhere cold, you know. They might have heater inside there, you know? But don't play with that cold outside. Oh, that cold is jumpy. But I can handle it, man. I'm Mystelics after all. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, we have this sentiment that has been indicated to me that some individual, brothers and sisters, this young man, they say, I don't know how young you're really facing some circumstances, my brother. Because they call you a young man, but your face looking like it in mid-50s. Well, then again, what do you consider young? That's another interesting stuff right there. Talking about young, brothers and sisters, there's something that actually keep you young. It reverses age. It is called nicotinamide something of that sort, brothers and sisters. Don't look at it. Nicotinamide. Something of that sort, brothers and sisters. I forget the name. I'll post it on there somewhere for you guys to see. Anyways, it reverses age. I think this individual definitely needs to get some in that regard. But anyways, brothers and sisters, that's not the point right there. Volley, sacre tonne, volley, brothers and sisters. Volley is the alert that has been indicated to us that this young man from Kennedy Avenue, Roseau, I guess from Roseau, is passing around volley, sacre, volley in people's teams. Stop it now, young man. Young old man, stop it, man. Stop your naughty ways. Anyways, apparently today, or which was yesterday, he was apparently in Kings Hill, and then came to this individual's yard. Next time won't be so sexy. Okay. Next time won't be so easy. I guess they took his picture trying to volley something. If you're volleying, stop it now. Why? Go and work. I know Dominica. Well, we're going to talk about something in a moment. I was going to say, I know Dominica hard. Well, it has some of you that coming back. It has some of you that coming back. Yes, brothers and sisters. Some of you will be coming back. There's 2 parts of this reaction I'm going to be doing, but I suspect I'll do the other one tomorrow, a little early in that regard, considering the whole flight situation. Obviously, I have to get these things together. I was trying to get it together yesterday. I was missing a number of information, but I think I got it right there. But since this is another one, obviously, brothers and sisters, we might have to do a part 2 or next one tomorrow if I don't get through with this one right there. But of course, if you volley, stop it and stop it forthwith. Stop it now, brothers and sisters. In this regard, right there. Talking about volleying, brothers and sisters. You know who cannot volley this one? Well, of course, we have Mr. Grog back again to talk to us about the situation involving the kids case. And that's one case I know the government bound to lose. That they might lose, brothers and sisters. Even the courts, when they was going through the situation, stated that what was happening with the kids was not lawful. It was not constitutional. It was not lawful. So they're bringing a case against the government because of that, So, of course, he has something to say in that regard, brothers and sisters. And I think he wants individuals from Dominica to participate in it, obviously. Let's take a listen.
Good day, my friends in Dominica. From chilly Idaho, where it is pretty much still freezing. Wanted to update you guys on what's going on with the kids' lawsuit against the government of Dominica. And I want to also offer you guys an opportunity to be a part of the victory. By February 7th, we have to have around $3,000 US to our lawyer.
It's about 8,000 EC dollars.
Prevo. And I am offering those in Dominica.
Wait a while, before you continue, you have goats and sheep in the background, man, sir. You're on a farm? Idaho, farming in the coal. Yes, Lord. All right. All the best.
By February 7th, we have to have around $3,000 US to our lawyer, Prevo. And I am offering those in Dominica that want to be a part of this fight, but also have some of the proceeds of the victory to be able to go to our lawyer, Prevo Chambers on George Street. Whatever you want to do, $100, $20, whatever it is that you give. You give 100 EC, you're going to get 150 EC in return, and it's going to be paid out by the lawyer. Keep the receipt, take a picture of the receipt, send it to me on WhatsApp so I know I have a good list just in case anything happens to the computers there. And I'll make sure that each and every one of you gets your return. It'll be a great victory for us. It's on the horizon. April is the court date, as well as I have some flanking maneuvers for the Dominica government that they will not see coming. One of them is going to be working with the State Department, and the other one I'm just going to keep a secret for now. Lord willing, we're going to get rid of the corruptocrats that run Dominica and have run it right into the ground. Glory be to God.
Christ or chaos. I know a number of persons were going crazy on that terminology right there. But I do understand what he's saying. However, brothers and sisters, I must point out that his case is a must win. You don't have maybe, you don't have... The only thing I might think of on honesty is that they might push back the case. They might push back. So obviously he knows he's going to win. Everybody knows he's going to win. Even the judges, they know he's going to win that case. Because what was happening with the little ones was not constitutional, was not written by law, any way, shape or form. I mean, the grandparents came for them and they didn't want to give the children to the grandparents. Anyways, they'll handle that business right there. So obviously, guys, if you want to definitely contribute, what is indicated right there, you'll get 50% back. Obviously, when you do things like the banking system, they give you what, 2% back for your money, for your money that you give to the bank. They give you 2% back, and in turn, they probably make like between 10 to 15% back on the monies that you actually give them and put in the bank. You're getting to make 50% back on your investment right there. If you want to definitely do so, you don't have to, but if you want to do so, obviously, like I indicated before, he's gonna win this case. This is a no-brainer in that regard. Very easy win in that regard right there. So obviously they're gonna most likely have some sort of settlement if they have settlement, and from that, or if he actually decides I don't want a settlement, I want to actually get the full thing for myself. And that's gonna be a pretty big payout when it comes down to what they have, what has been done to his children right there. Now I know some of you guys might be saying, "Oh, the white man, this, the white man." Some of all is just really insane. I was actually having a conversation with one of my peoples them on the merit of these same white people and black people and this kind of things there. And I asked that particular individual, who exactly freed black people from slavery? Who? There was all these wars and these kind of things that were happening as a result of the Democratic Party. Yes, the Democratic Party created the KKK. The Democratic Party was the one who destroyed the Black Wall Street. They were the ones who were they wanted to keep slavery. They wanted to do a lot of things. And obviously, you had black people fighting for their rights as well. But who really liberated black people? It was the white man. The same white man from another scope that was enslaving black people as a result of their black people selling their own selves out. Yeah, they're selling their own brothers to the white man. It was on the other side of things where the other set of white people came in to help free black people in that regard right there. Don't get me wrong, black people fought heavily for their stuff, true, for their freedom. But of course, it was as a result of white people saying, you know what, no, enough is enough. Let us come together. And of course, they forced the individuals. As a result of forcing the individuals, slaves were freed. And then you had the whole civil war. The civil war was caused by the Democrats, of course. Brothers and sisters, that civil war was as a result of the very KKK that the Democratic Party created. It was the KKK who created, who decided to go after the black Wall Street, the black prominent communities back in the day. Yes, they were rich black neighborhoods, brothers and sisters, which of course is why I always tell people about, they say about it's a racist system. There's a racism system about. Think of it, brothers and sisters. And when you ask what exactly is the racist system, there was a racist system back then. True. I remember one particular individual was arguing with me about redlining. Look at what the redlining was caused. And I tell him, well, the same redlining was caused by whom? The same Democratic Party. But anyways, brothers and sisters, going back in history and understanding these kind of things there is vital. It's very much vital in that regard. When you look at the people who were fighting for black people, they were never Democrats. In fact, they were fighting against the very Democrats. And for some reason or the other, people are siding with Democrats. I don't understand how black people just doesn't see. But then again, when I look at Dominica, it also, I see the same sentiment. People fighting against their own self because of their own biases. You will tell them the truth, and they will still fight you on that. They agreeing with you on the truth, brothers and sisters. But for some reason or the other, they will say, oh, my mother was labor right, and my father was United Workers, and my sister was this. It's not about party, brothers and sisters. It's about country. It's about the people and the people who help free you, brothers and sisters. We always say, look at the black community, how people fighting against black each other in the black neighborhoods. We see the same thing in Dominica where people say they don't even trust their neighbors. Huh? I mean, we have to face reality in that regard. It's not about skin color. Martin Luther King Jr. said the same thing too. It was not about skin color, but the content of our character. I don't care who is that purple, pink, red, yellow, black, shocking color. If your character sucks, you should never lead. This is one of the reasons why we know scared is not good for Dominica at all. But anyways, that's a whole other story right there. But of course, if you want to become part of that vibrations right there, brothers and sisters, you can definitely leave a contribution. Or like he stated, go to the lawyer Prevo and Prevo if you want to make a contribution in this regard, and obviously you get 50% back. So if you give $1,000, you're gonna get $1,500 back. If you give $100, you're gonna get $150 back. If you give $20, you're gonna get $25 back. Well, $10, what is it then? $30 back, because half of 20 is my mind has gone 10, but half of 20 is 10. So yes, brothers and sisters, if you want to get a 50% back on your stuff, as a result of that, obviously, you're gonna have to write your receipt and all this kind of things to ensure that you have your stuff in. They're also gonna have to have the receipt, and of course, I think you have to send it to him as well. Obviously, he will provide his information. I know he tends to watch my videos as well, so if you want to get his information, you can definitely do so. Brothers and sisters, we have to wake up, man. Wake up, my people. I don't know what else to tell people. I really don't know. But anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along in that. Talking about Donald Trump for real. So Donald Trump is on the merit of deporting people, brothers and sisters. Illegal people who came in. There's an argument about that. And I heard it from a black man. I thought the point was really well. And he was stating, and before I get into the whole deportation thing, he's talking about United States and how the United States came about. Where the white people came from foreign and invaded the Indian land and this kind of things there and what have you. Great, wonderful. And that is true. They came in illegally. That is facts. Brothers and sisters, I'm not a hypocrite, and I tell you like it is. The white people came into the United States illegally, and of course they took over the Indians and so forth, what have you, brothers and sisters. Great. That has gone, things have elevated, so great. But you have to think of it, brothers and sisters, on the merit of the United States. The United States was not built on the basis of the Indians. It was built on the basis of the contributions of many black under slavery, the whites, Asians, Indians, the Jews, several people who contributed to that society when it comes on to what makes United States what it is today. Now I understand on the merit of people coming in and trying to take advantage of the system that has been created. This is why sometimes, like I indicate, Donald Trump was one of the individuals who was looking into, not on the basis of illegal immigration, because his first thing was to take out the criminals. If your criminals have dirty ways, those kind of things there, that has been happening in Nanikani. You think I'm lying? Under Obama deported 3 or 4 times more people. 3 or 4 times more than Donald Trump ever did in 2016. But because the news didn't carry it, nobody was making noise. Now the news carrying it, oh, everybody, oh my God, they're running for cover. People crying, celebrities crying, they last by people going. But there's a right way to do things, brothers and sisters. The Indians did not create a society where people contributing monies and then the monies were being used to go amongst the people when it comes down to welfare and those kind of things. That's a whole other topic right there. Okay? We have to keep that in mind. So obviously people contributing, they're contributing to on taxes or whatever they're contributing, and that money is not being used for them, it's being used for foreigners. That I disagree with right there. Especially people coming in illegally, and then they're having babies so they can use this system, so the babies can then bring in the food stamps and welfare for these people to then live on these things. And I don't think that is contributing. Just like I don't think that people should just come to Dominica and just decide, hey, we're taking all the monies and the government is the one responsible for doing this, giving the foreigners all the abilities. And brothers and sisters, I like to compare both, because some of all you're hard of hearing. The same thing I see the Democratic Party them doing, the same thing I think Scary them doing. They're giving all the funds to the foreigners. And I don't think that is fair. But people don't look at it that way. No? They're looking at, oh, what is happening outside there? Brothers and sisters, they're giving the foreigners more money than they're giving the actual people. One of the things that I remember very clearly, I saw a veteran and the veteran was crying for money. The man gave up his freedom to go and fight in thing, come back with all sorts of PTSD and this kind of things there. And the man have to be begging on the road while foreigners coming illegally and they giving the foreigners monies. I mean, come on. They did a calculation, I think it was 2 billion they gave into military veterans. They gave it about $2 to $3 billion. And when it comes down to the calculation for the foreigners, they give about over $40 billion in 1 year. $40 billion to the foreigners. Brothers and sisters, who exactly we should say is for these things? Who exactly should benefit from these monies? Don't get me wrong, I believe foreigners should benefit too, but they shouldn't the citizens should be the ones to benefit first. The same way goes for Dominica. The citizens should benefit first. And if the citizens cannot meet the criteria of what needs to be done, then the foreigners come in. That is what I think Donald Trump stands for. That is what I also stand for. Something I think just stop there. But let us keep that in mind right there. Just think, people think. Oh my God. Jesus wept. Who should benefit? Not the citizens. The citizens should benefit first. That is who. It's not just saying, Dominicans, they're giving all the jobs to foreigners. We complaining, but we've seen it happen in the United States and we fought the illegals. Boy, easy, do things the right way. That is all I'm saying, the right way. Anyways, so Donald Trump decided to deport. I say all this, that's crazy, man. Anyways, Donald Trump decided to deport people back, I think, to Colombia, to Colombia, and Colombia said, not so, you don't send them there, no. There were 2 military planes that went to Colombia and they were denied. So the Colombian government said, no, we don't want these people. We don't want them. No, keep them. No, they're not coming back. So Donald Trump had to make some threats to them. As indicated right there, Donald Trump said he was informed that 2 repatriation flights from the United States with a large number of illegal criminals, keep that in mind, were not allowed to land in Colombia. This order was given by Colombian socialist president, blah, 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 who is already very unpopular, blah, blah, blah. Petro's denial of these flights has jeopardized the national security and public safety of the U.S. right there. So, of course, Donald Trump has directed his administration to do a number of things. Immediately, emergency a 25% tariff on all goods coming into the United States, of course, in 1 week. And of course, that would have jumped to 50%, a travel ban and immediate visa revocation on the Colombian government officials and all allies and supporters, visa sanction on all party members, family members, and supporters of the Colombian government. That is something else we want to enhance. Donald Trump didn't have to do that, but that's crazy. But obviously, if you send your people illegally into my country, you empty your prisons, sending them to the United States, telling them don't come back. They also told the Venezuelan people that don't come back. Really? The government tell them to come back, you know. Well, they send them, but Donald Trump sending them back. You don't have criminals inside there. Come out here. Wanting to deal with our own criminals, but then all you sending all the criminals to come. No, man. Donald Trump said, not today. So he put all these sanctions on them and he's checking, okay, let's see what's up. Anyways, brothers and sisters, after Trump's tariff threat, Colombia agreed to accept repatriation from the United States. So he's checking, okay, Papa, sorry. Anyways, this is the letter that he actually wrote in that regard right there for immediate release. Obviously, this was sent out on the 26th. The government of Colombia has agreed to all, not some, but to all of President Trump's terms, including unrestricted acceptance of all illegal aliens from Colombia returns from the United States, including on U.S. military aircraft without limitation or delay. Based on this agreement, the full drafted blah, 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 you know, whatever. He not only did this, brothers and sisters, but he also wanted to use his own plane, the president's plane, to obviously help with the deportation of these individuals. Okay? So, Trump, of course, will continue fiercely protect our nation's sovereignty. Well, all you send the criminals there, so that will make sense. You see me? Anyways, that's a whole other story right there. So after he finally accept this is what Trump decided to post right there. FAFO. You know what FAFO means? It means F wrong and find out. So the Colombian government definitely found out right there. Trump don't play, you know. Trump don't playing, guys. And don't get me wrong, you know, guys. I am for people who definitely need help. Some of you like to watch pieces of my videos and don't think I am for people who actually need help. There are certain places that are war-torn. Haiti is one of the places I feel sorry for on the basis of that. Even though Haiti has a larger GDP, one of the top 5, at least top 10 Caribbean countries have good GDP, but it's been pimped. And it's been pimped. Well, I can't see it on YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about. It's been pimped. The French countries left. Somebody else coming to pimp Haiti, and there's wars and these kind of things there. Other places are also happening in some places, Africa. So I understand people are trying to escape wars and, you know, the unrest that is happening. I understand these things. But when the citizens of a country are put on a back burner and the foreigners are given the precedence, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this in the United States, and I don't agree with this in Dominica. How on earth? Dominica has sent out over $70 million to 3 people. 3 people, brothers and sisters. We have how much billions of dollars outside there. They're giving Dominicans the breadcrumbs to say they're doing things. They come in and put little patch on road and make little road. $40-something million was sent to Dominica on the basis of loans to help the Dominican people or to elevate Roseau. Then people pave the bayfront, and that seems to be it. And none of all in war cry, none of all like this. None of all. Okay, Papa. Alright, Papa. Well, brothers and sisters, on that merit right there, it doesn't just stop there. So we talk about the Colombians and so forth and so forth. Not true. Well, this is one of the latest updates in that regard, right, when it comes down to deportation. ICE is back on track, brothers and sisters. Question: how many individuals on the non-detained docket have final orders of removal? And of course, the response on that based on the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, Enforcement and Removal Operation, ERO. The response was, as of November 2024, there are 1,455,549 individuals, non-citizens, on ICE's non-detained, meaning individuals who were not detained on the not detained docket with final orders of removal. Right there. Alright, please see the following chart and breakdown of the country of citizenship. And obviously, brothers and sisters, guess who we're looking for? Dominica. Dominica has about 104 of them who will be deported. So if you see certain people come back, Dominica brothers and sisters, well, I will be back. I wasn't deported. Yo, I just said that. So if you see certain people in about a month time, I should be back in Dominica about a month time, brothers and sisters. Yo, so don't think I get deported, okay? Yo, that's crazy right there. But Dominica has 104 individuals who will be deported, brothers and sisters. They're in the final process to be removed, and that is during the Biden administration time. Okay? So 104 individuals are on that list right there. Okay? So we're just keeping that in mind when it comes down to the deportation effect. So hopefully these 104 are all labor rights. Yes. Brothers and sisters, let there all be labor rights. You know why? Because labor rights coming to Dominica, they coming from the United States, you know. They coming up from United States and they come in Dominica to come and vote and they going back. They're going back, brothers and sisters. Not true? All right. Well, they hopefully will be labor rights. Send them back to what they have voted for. I think all labor rights should come back to Dominica. But by force, I suspect I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Labor rights going to be coming to Dominica. What after you, right? Watch that. And you'll see. They should be coming down to what they have created. Some of them know that they're not doing the best of the best, and as a result of that, they're coming down to ensure that Dominica doesn't elevate Fabio on their own status. Very interesting, brothers and sisters, when you look at these things right there. But yes, 104 of them will be deported to Dominica. That is as of November 2024. Right there, brothers and sisters. And there will be more coming to Dominica. There will be more. So you cannot hide, folks. You cannot hide. Well, if you have been paying taxes and you have been doing a number of things right there, you would not be one of those who are affected. You would not be one of those who are affected. Okay? Just telling you that, keeping that in mind right there. But on the merit of this deportation, a number of you guys going to be coming to Dominica. They're going to find you. Yes. They're going to find you. And some of you already don't put all your name in the system already. And you think they wouldn't find you? They know your address, They will find you. And they will do what they have to do. I don't want all Dominicans to come back, brothers and sisters. Don't get me to it. Don't get it twisted. I want them to ask, did you vote for Skerrit? Did you go back to Dominica to vote? That's what I want them to ask. Did you go back to Dominica to vote in the 2019 elections, in the 2022 elections? Did you go down to vote? Yes? All right. Send you back down for the very vote that you put. You put the vote. You should stay Dominica. Why you coming and vote and then going back to your country that have betterment for it? Obviously, we know there's going to be a massive elevation in the United States when it comes down to the economic standard. This is why they're doing all this right there. They're removing, I think Dominica should do the same thing too. Remove all the people who sucking out all the money from Dominica and let the citizens take precedence. This is why I agree with what Grenada is doing. Grenada have a situation when it comes down to the CBI program. Yes. They have a situation when it comes down to the CBI program where they created about almost $500 million, $492 or $429 million when it comes down to the CBI program of 2023 or 2024, whichever it is, brothers and sisters. That was one of the things that came out. And people were sharing that all over the place. Whee! But we forget in Dominica, we actually had $10 billion outside there. And about 2 point something billion dollars that came to Dominica. That which means about 7 point something or 6 point something billion dollars is still outside there. And we complain about hospital, we complain about all kind of things. You have foreigners taking jobs in Dominica, brothers and sisters, making a set of money to the point where it's alleged that this very business has decided to give Skerrit a house that he's staying in today. Allegedly. A house that he's staying in today. And then he get it for free, allegedly. He's then taking that house and renting that house to the very Dominican people. How wicked can you be, my brothers and sisters? The country not doing well. Dominica is the last caca when it comes down to the GDP factor of Dominica, of the Caribbean. GDP, St. Vincent, there was last caca back in the day. Is $1 billion economy, by the way, brothers and sisters. $1 billion economy. Dominica has dropped down to 600 and something million. And we have billions of dollars overseas. People crying about they want raise and this kind of things. Brothers and sisters, we can actually look. If I was the government right now, I'd put monies into agricultural sector because I know that is what we are. And the monies that has been created from agriculture, I'll put it into tourism. And then you have these money factors coming into Dominica, elevating the standard, doing things and preparing things for individuals who want to come to Dominica to experience the nature isle and what it has to offer. We have no water parks, nothing of that sort. And we consider ourselves to be the nature isle. I mean, brothers and sisters, we have to wake up and smell the coffee, Bondo coffee. Smell the green tea, the peppermint tea, man. No, forget that. Smell the cacao tea. But none of us want to do this. But we're always looking outside, completely forgetting about ourselves inside. I find that very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, hopefully, like any before, hopefully all the laborites, they just look. Forget about the others, Whether you Papi, United Workers, forget that, man. Send down all the laborites. I know some people from New York. They're going to vex with me. Because when they meet me, they're talking nonsense in my head. And I'd have to be like, yeah, pretend like I don't know what on earth they're saying. Bruh. Hopefully they pick all you up and bring all you back to Dominica. And all you will get to face the things that you have caused to Dominica. There's some of all you in Texas too, Yes. Some of all you in Texas too. Anyways, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts on the matter right there? 104 Dominicans will be sent back to Dominica. That is just as of November 2024. We're in 2025. So there's going to be a lot more because they have about a good 10 million people to deport from the United States. Obviously, like I did before, and get me correct when I say this, they are not targeting all the illegal immigrants. They're not even targeting all people just making up nonsense. People say they're going after people with green card. They're going after what is all your problem? Hey, bruh. When you're just not informed there, and sometimes people believe that they informed and it's not you that informed, even though you have the information. You have the article, my goodness. You getting it directly and they want to pretend they know better than you. Bruh, one day all you wake up here. One day all you wake up. Brothers and sisters, I was going to be doing the old seat. Oh, there's the accident that took place. Where was this? In the Woodbridge Bay. Totally forgot that. There was an accident that took place in the Woodbridge Bay, brothers and sisters, involving a bike. And what was that, a Jeep? A SUV or whatever you want to call it, brothers and sisters. I didn't hear anything too crazy happen. So hopefully the individuals involved in this situation are alive and well and get to see another day to make it to the end of 2025. Brothers and sisters, January is almost up. February is just a few days. We find that January does not January like it used to January before. It's almost February now, brothers and sisters. Hi. Soon enough, it'll be December again, and we're back to square one. Happy New Year! Well, let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Happy New Year for 2026. 2026. I tell you Happy New Year's already. Don't say I didn't tell you. For those of you who are not going to make it, hopefully you know Yeshua before you leave this earth. Brothers and sisters, I could be one of those who don't make it at the end of 2025 now. I could be one of those, brothers and sisters. Who knows? But I will be safe, brother. Don't fret for me. I fret for you if you don't know where you'll be after you're gone after this live, brothers and sisters. So, anyways, I just have to point this out right there. Definitely keep it tuned, keep it locked in the vibration, brothers and sisters. I had to do the other one, right there, the situation. But I'll post it tomorrow, brothers and sisters. Some of you guys waiting for me to post this to get all the information because you're not sure what exactly happened and so forth and so forth. Well, I have all the information. I even used my phone to translate what these French people were saying. Yes, man. Technology is on it, man. When you put your camera on thing, and it written in some kind of language, and your phone detect the language and translate it right before your eyeballs, brothers and sisters. You know, technology doesn't play no games. I actually tried this moving in the side when I was in a foreign country, and I see too much. Anyways, leave that alone. Dear brothers and sisters, let me know your thoughts, brothers and sisters. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. And of course, are you for the deportation of Dominica? Are you against it? Dominicans to deportation of Dominicans back to Dominica. Are you against it? Why? If you're for it, why? Talk to your boy. I really want to get what you guys have to say right there on the merit of deporting Dominicans. And obviously the whole situation involving the deportation of illegals out of the United States. Keep in mind, like I indicated before, is the illegal criminals they're looking for first. Those in jail, all those kind of things there. Deporting them. They have to free up the jails and so forth. And they're looking for the individuals who would do criminal activities outside, you know. So all that is part of it right there. So not all the illegals are going to be sent down, brothers and sisters. There's also a process. If you have been sent out, there's a simple process. It's not a difficult process, no, brothers and sisters. Right now, even Donald Trump, them even feeling, because they know Americans not getting smarter. And as a result of the education system, we can clearly see why. The education system caused by the democracy. I mean, if you have to be asking students, can you imagine you in school and children pretending to be animals, and the teachers have to also pretend with these children that they are animals. So they have to give them milk. So if a little girl said, meow, meow, not even little people, grown people doing the same thing too. I see a girl in her car. She talking about, what they have removed and so forth, so forth. And she vexed. She says she half cat and she half human. And she meowing like she vexed in the car. So no wonder why Donald Trump them want to definitely get people who have educated themselves, graduated. And as a result of graduation, he believes that this should be a way where individuals get to stay and get green cards in the country. Okay? Make sure you make all your friends watch the whole video, because all you will take pieces of my video and then come to quote. Well, if they come in the comment box, brothers and sisters, hopefully those who watch the full videos, or you will answer them in the comment box below. I know people can be talking some nonsense in my videos already. But anyways, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. And of course, this is all I have for this year. Vibrations, I don't know, please, but I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I might do 2 videos tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, depending on how things roll right here. Anyways, brothers and sisters, be real, salute the king always. Be positive.